It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. On today's video we'll cover the signing of Timo Werner at Chelsea and how well he could do in the Premier League and our fantasy Premier League sides. We'll take a look at his stats over the past 5 seasons and compare that to players already in the Premier League and try and figure out if he'll be worth a gamble for the 2021 season. So straight off the bat, apart from his 2015-16 season, he's a player that scores 10 plus goals and 5 plus assists, with his 2017-18 season being a standout poor season in comparison to the other 3 latest seasons with 13 goals. Last season he went and bagged himself his best goal scoring season in the Bundesliga with 28 goals and also the most assists he's ever got with 8. This all coming from 3.6 shots per game and 1.6 key passes per game. Before we compare him to players in the Premier League, if you enjoy the content here on FPL Today, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know what you think of Timo Werner's potential as an asset in FPL in the comments down below. Last season in the Premier League, Vardy was the highest scorer in the Premier League with 23 goals, followed closely by Danny Ings and Aubameyang with 22. Werner also played slightly less games, however your opinion of the Premier League and the Bundesliga and the comparison between the two will skew these results either positively or negatively regarding Timo Werner. 8 assists puts him below players who I believe will be class of forwards next year like Martial with 9 and Firmino with 9, and level with the likes of Marcus Rashford, who has been reclassified as a midfielder, and Gabriel Jesus, who are both on 8. His stats show a strong finisher who is decent with distribution. He has the pace to be a threat on the counter-attack and is versatile enough to play as a forward or an attacking midfielder on the left, so we'll have to see where he fits into Frank Lampard's side. So will Timo Werner make it into your team, and could he be the player to help win you part of Fan Team's €1 million prize pool? Fan Team have opened the world's largest season-long fantasy Premier League game with €1 million in the guaranteed prize pool. First place this season gets a huge €200,000. Not sure you'll finish first? Well, get into the top 50 and you'll still earn yourself €1,000 with plenty of cash prizes on offer, all the way up to 5,659th position. And the rules won't seem foreign to you, with squads of 15 players, a familiar 100 million budget, deadline 1 hour before the first match kicks off in a game week, and captains and vice captains as well as wildcards in play. Point scoring for players should also be familiar to most fantasy football players. So join Fan Team today and pick your 15-man squad for €25 and you could end your next FPL season on a high. Use a link in the description or on screen to sign up today. So in conclusion, looking at Timo Werner, I believe Timo Werner could be a major player in the FPL game this season. So much so that I have put him in my initial draft of my FPL side, which feel free to check out after this video. There's always a risk that he comes in and can't adapt, but with numbers similar if not better than the likes of Mo Salah and Aubameyang when they joined the Premier League, I think he could be a decent punt at his 9.5 million price tag, especially if he has the fixtures to hit the ground running. This is a guy for the record that Liverpool's analysts rated a better purchase than Jadon Sancho and Kai Havertz. Only 2 players have scored more league goals in major European leagues this season, and they are Lewandowski and Ciro Immobile. If I was going to pick out any issues, he's not your classic Premier League centre forward. He likes to drop deep or move out wide to get the ball and run at defences. He plays well alongside a tall centre forward as well who will occupy the centre backs. Now of course Chelsea do have Tammy Abraham and Olivier Giroud, so again it'll be very interesting to see how Frank Lampard lines up his new look Chelsea. Also the question is, how will he affect the likes of Pulisic, who ended the season in great form, Tammy Abraham, who also had a good season, and new signings like Hakim Ziyech and youngsters like Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that is my take on Timo Werner. Hopefully that has helped you out with your decision making regarding the German Chelsea forward. There will also be videos on other players joining the Premier League. Hakim Ziyech most likely to be the next player analysis I do, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when that video goes live. Get involved in the comments down below on your thoughts on Timo Werner. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today. Remember, it's all about the game.